Yeah, you think you got the best of me, but just because I'm giving you my love for free, are things not for real? You've been telling everyone about us, but you are not the only one I call for fun. Late night to hear love guns. No, you won't see that I'm lying to be on my own, on my own. No, you don't hear when I told you how I fear we are done, that we are done. Oh, hands in the air like I don't care. Music is fair to me singing. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Oh, love's in the air and I don't care. Music is fair to me singing. Come on, come on. Come on, come on.
Now, if you ask anyone who's raced here, they'll tell you, nowhere in the world is more important to get a high qualifying position than here on the windy, chicaney, challenging streets of Monaco. We're about to set the grid for tomorrow's race, but potentially for the end of the race too. So welcome along, everyone, to the Monaco Grand Prix qualifying. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino that first opened in 1863. And of course, a certain road race first held in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. We already see the lowest average speeds of the season here at the Circuit de Monaco, and they'll be even lower in the difficult conditions today. 19 corners make up this famous 2-mile track, and with the rain, it'll be even harder than usual to get the critical heat into the tyres. So don't be surprised if we see a safety car at some point during today's Grand Prix. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Albon, Oscar Piastri and Sainz, Behrman, Fernando Alonso, Hülkenberg and Franco Colapinto, Gasly, Bortoleto, Joshua Pierce and Stroll, Doohan, Ocon, Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Liam Lawson, Russell, Hadjar, Aaron and Sonny Hayes rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, you know, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check. I know you're frustrated to be this far back on the grid, but you've got to keep that under control. Keep a cool head and work your way through the field gradually as you go. It's not all going to be won or lost at the first corner. Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. Okay, Sonny, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap. Okay, mate, I'm afraid we didn't quite get what we needed there, but let's not worry about it. Get your head down now, chin up, and let's focus right until the checkered flag. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 13.8 seconds. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Here's the checkered flag. The fans rise to their feet. It's Lando Norris for victory.
And that's 2 wins in a row now. It's the start of potentially something special, but they can't get ahead of themselves just yet. It's a long way to go.
From lights out to the checkered flag, this is what they're racing for. It's points and a trip to the podium. He holds the trophy aloft, and why shouldn't he? A richly deserved win today for Lando Norris. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.